Algorand's largest retail campaign ever just launched, and we are going to look at this campaign and how you can benefit, as well as, well, how the channel can benefit too. So we're going to talk about all that on today's Frugal BC. We're going to talk about Nansen adding tracking for Algorand node staking. So we're going to dive into that. Algorand live in a brand new DEX. Which one? We will show you on the stream, on the show. Paracard goes live in Poland, but when US, we're going to look at this one. And is this Algorand's version of Hyperliquid? All that on today's Frugal BC. We're going to look at Algorand price. Algorand currently taking quite a bath along with a lot of other coins. That is too bad. Well, hopefully this retail campaign can help turn Algorand around. And by the way, this is all the same with all the other coins. And this is really important to point out because like pretty much everything is oversold, way into oversold territory, which usually means we get a huge spike up. So not giving financial advice, but I might be looking at a little bit of buying opportunity there, but we'll see with that ahead. But let's get to the news. And before we do that, want to give it, first off, if you have not hit the like and subscribe button, please do so. Now remember, you don't have to smash that like button. You can just press it gently and it works just fine that way too. By the way, we are brought to you by the Haystack trading app. That's right, from the makers of Ready Pools and from non-fungible domains comes the Haystack mobile first app. Makes trading in Algorand easier than any other app. You can check that out with my referral code in the description below. Check that out. And please give a big shout out to our sponsors and also to Marcus Aurelius. That's right, a meme coin and NFT project on the Algorand blockchain. I love these guys because they are spreading the word about stoicism. They're coming out with a bunch of YouTube videos, so be sure to go check out their YouTube channel, Marcus Aurelius, and you can get the coin and you can get the NFTs and all the other fun stuff they're doing. They even got a new game out to play around with. I played around with it. It's really fun, so check that out. Marcus Aurelius. You can find all the information for both of our sponsors in the description. By the way, channel membership starting at only $1, so be sure to get on that. You can get videos before anyone else, and higher channel members get our exclusive videos looking at the beginnings of our experiments that we do on the Algorand and other blockchains. So check all that out. But I'm Frugal BC. Let's get to this show. And first off, I'm just going to go right into AlgoLand because I think AlgoLand is really a great project. We'll start off by showing the Algorand Foundation's post. Algorand is moving to AlgoLand. Get your passports ready. Our biggest retail campaign yet, coming very soon. It's actually out now, and that is the one they pinned because we are in week 1 of AlgoLand, and it's featuring Para-Algo Wallet, DeFi app, Loot Wallet, Exodus. Basically, you connect to Algorand and opt into the campaign to receive 1,000 points. Refer 2 of your friends and you get another 1,000 points. And you get another 300 points for every quest that your referrals complete for the entire 13-week campaign. And so you can go to the link. Now you can do this right in the wallet. I had some trouble doing this on the Para wallet, but it might be because my iPhone is super old. I use an iPhone 8 because generally speaking, like I just don't see the need to upgrade. I just don't think I think by the time I upgrade, then they'll actually have made the iPhone actually that much better. But I was able to do it on web, and I can show you guys that really quick. So here is what it looks like. As you can see, 1,300 points so far. And if you click on Conquer this week's challenge, first there'll be a way to, this is, by the way, this is algoland.com. I will have a referral code linked, pinned in the comments. So make sure to check that out. That will be pinned right there. You'll be able to click on that link and get right there. First off, you'll have to connect your wallet. I used the Para wallet, but you can connect other ones. You can also do this in app, but mine didn't work, just to be clear. So just connecting it, that gets you 1,000 points. And as you refer more people, you can get more. I must have at least referred one person because I got 1,300. And then you'll be able to you'll be able to claim your badge once you've done all that. Now I haven't done all that. You can get a little idea of what is coming too. We got an Alpha Arcade themed one. Looks like some swapping and trading coming up in the second, and I don't see Tiny Man, but they're coming back later. So then we got some NFT projects. Looks like you'll be able to play games on Astro Explorer. That's one of my favorites. And then we got more about swapping with, I got Yieldy, I see Haystack in there, and some Vestige. So plenty to do throughout the weeks, and this is the 13-week one, so we actually got quite a bit to go. And then they're going to be given some prizes. So here's some of the prizes. Grand prizes come to those who quests 100,000 algo, hit the jackpot, get 100,000 algo in your wallet as reward for 13 weeks of hard work questing all over Algoland. That's a lot. Trip of a lifetime, only trip worth leaving for Algoland, worth leaving Algoland for. round trip flights, a 5-night hotel stay, and an exciting excursion for 2. The best part, you get to choose the destination. All travel will be booked using Algo via Travela. That's kind of cool. We talked about this before. This is a really awesome aspect that you can just pay in Algorand and a lot of other cryptocurrencies too on Travela. It was a nice combo with TravelX, but then TravelX left the blockchain, so it is what it is. Reese and Mueller e-bike, swap, stake, mint, and game. Win an e-bike and Zoom too. Yeah, so winning an e-bike would be kind of cool. I never heard of that brand before. Sounds German, I think, but hey, that'd be kind of fun too. Now I don't know. They say 100. Is it only one person that's gonna get that, or is it like everybody who completes that? Well, it's you better your chances of winning 1 grand prizes. So yeah, it's we'll have to see how this plays out. There's a lot that's still a little confusing. And one criticism I had is I thought they should have said a little more about what this was all going to entail. I think they should have been a little more open about that. Personally, I would have liked to have heard more details before this went live, but I think this is going to be a really unique opportunity for people to participate in. And like I said, if you want to check it out, I have the referral code linked, or I have the referral link linked in the description, pinned in the top comment, so check that out. And without that, let's get to our next item. And Nansen is one of my favorite analytics firms, but now they are tracking Algorand node running, and they've added it to their metrics. So let's take a deeper look. Nansen, 1.9 billion algo staked, 1790 validators live, 5.59% projected rewards rate. Algorand Foundation staking is bigger than you think, and now you can track it all on Nansen. Validator behavior, staking flows, rewards, and top wallets. So 27% stake is between 30 and 50,000 algo. 22% is between 100 and 250,000, and then 19% is between 50 and 100. Reason it starts at 30 is that is the bare minimum you need to run a node. And you can kind of see the breakdown. You can see most are in kind of that 100 to, is that the 100 to 250? No, that's 30 to 50. Got some stakers ineligible for rewards. That's kind of interesting. There's a surprising number of people running nodes that don't even have the required Algorand to get the rewards. That's kind of surprising to me. Where does Algo get staked? Multi-sig wallets, pretty common. Single sig most, followed by multi-sig, which mine would be, by the way. Ready Pool 472, and then 286 on Folks Finance. Multi-sig looks like it includes Tiny Man. Tiny Man's a very small sliver. That's interesting. Most people are going with Folks. Very few going with Tiny Man. That's actually kind of surprising to me. Although Folks is not in there. Oh, Folks is the blue one, 15%. Okay. And these are some of the top wallets. They go through who's proposing blocks, but those are, I think the biggest ones. And then rewards in practice, 9.36 algo average block reward, 30,000 algo staked, so 1,000 equals about 1,676 algo yearly. Not bad for keeping the chain secure. Now, I personally use Ready Pool. I think it's one of the easiest ways to do it. You don't have to worry about running a node. Your rewards are a little bit smaller, but you trade that for peace of mind. You don't have to maintain a node, which is pretty easy for most people, but I'd still rather, it's just easier. It's something I don't have to think about. This one's really brief, but Algorand is live on a new DEX. Algo is now listed on LCX, the fastest growing regulated crypto exchange in Europe. You can read the whole thing here, pretty neat, but good to see that. I don't think we have to spend a ton of, I should say SEX, not DEX. It's a CEX, not a DEX, but centralized exchange, but still live on a new exchange, a big exchange, and I think that's a great thing. The more we can get, the better it is for Algorand. And this is another short one. Algorand's Para Wallet Para Card, which is paired with MasterCard and allows you to pay at, and someone said, need USA, indeed biggest spending market in the world. Well, yeah, we're aware. And it's your fault, those darn tootin' rules and regs. Well, we got, hopefully this will be coming soon. In fact, you can see you can see Italy, New Zealand, Spain, United Kingdom. What else we got here? Netherlands is coming soon. Poland is actually coming soon, so maybe not quite live yet. Even Portugal's got it, or they're coming soon. Got a lot of coming soon. When's the US going to be coming soon? Germany coming soon. Nope, Germany live. Boy, I wish I could scroll that a little faster. And that's all of them. So that's what you got right now for countries that are eligible, but still waiting. Definitely still waiting. I got New Zealand in there too. Still waiting for USA, which will be definitely what I'm looking forward to. And last but not least, is this Algorand's version of Hyperliquid? I don't know, but I didn't even know about this platform, but let's dive in and see what it's all about. So we have to back up a little because this came from Alex saying, in my opinion, the biggest missing piece on Algorand ecosystem today is solid perps DEX. That's likely one of the biggest gaps between Algorand and Solana. Solana, despite all its flaws, still gives a proper place to trade on-chain rather than centralized exchanges, which is why its on-chain activity volume are high. Algorand, we still lack the proper tools for these kind of traders. Now, there was one called C3 that was built on Algorand, and it did not make it. One of the big reasons, I think, was not available in the US, probably for reasons of what was still under the Biden administration, which had a very anti-crypto stance. That appears to have changed. Well, AllTrade says, ask and you shall receive. Perps to hit testnet any day now. Powered by AllTrade's native exchange tech built on Algorand, supporting multi-chain with no wrapped assets. Perps will have the capabilities of Hyperliquid, but run on algo rails instead of a bespoke L1, L2. Sounds great. Leaks says, big if true, big and true. User. Yeah. So hopefully they have more success than, I should follow them, probably. I hope they have a lot more success than C3 did. C3, like, they really didn't engage with the community. And I think that's one of the biggest issues with a lot of these. And this is what AllTrade's doing. They're actually talking to the community. That's super important. So good to see. I think this is a big piece that will be missing from, has been missing from Algorand, that should make a huge difference. Should be a tremendous amount of liquidity coming in. It's good to see. All right, that is all I got this week. I hope you guys are doing well out there. Stay safe. I'm FrugalBC, and I will see you in the future.